All parties in the matter of Demersar versus Davison. Step forward.
8-year-old Katie Demersar is her ex-boyfriend, 19-year-old Malik Davison, for an unpaid loan for Jordan tennis shoes, gas money, and for stealing items from her car.
Ms. Demersar, the long and short of your case is you claim you loaned the defendant money, or actually went shopping with him, and bought him a very expensive sneakers. And you want him that they were a gift, your idea, you were trying to show off because you liked him. Are those the sneakers?
Yes, they are.
Could I see them? Don't get any closer. That's fine. Okay, step. What do you do for a living, Mr. Davison?
I do landscaping.
Full-time?
Part-time.
What do you do with the other time?
I focus on my football stuff. Football, so.
For pleasure?
Yeah.
How old are you?
19.
You live at home?
Yes.
So your bills are paid for by your family?
Yes.
And the landscaping business you do?
My uncle.
So he pays you in cash?
Yes.
How much does he pay in cash?
It depends on what type of hours that I do.
Give me an example on a good week.
Okay, so a good week, for 2 days, I'll make like $204 just for 2 days. But through the whole week, I'll make like...
Not like. Eliminate like.
I'll make like $650.
And how many weeks do you work full-time?
About 3.
A year?
Oh, no. About like 7 or 8.
I mean, you don't look like a bad person. You look like a nice person. You know, you make a couple of dollars. You probably don't pay any taxes on this money that your uncle gives you, which is all very, very nice. How much were the sneakers that you bought?
$190.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I work at Panera.
Full-time?
Part-time.
You live at home?
Yes.
So you have the same arrangement with your parents?
Yes, I do move out next month.
To where?
I'm going to school in Winona State.
So you're going to be going to school full-time?
Yes.
Did you pay for his sneakers with a credit card?
Yes.
Whose credit card was it?
Mine.
Do you have a credit card?
Yes, I do.
Did you have your credit card when you went shopping for sneakers?
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because I had left my wallet.
Left your wallet where?
Home.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Judge Judy Katie Demersar says owes for Jordan tennis shoes, gas money, and stealing items from her car.
Now, why would you leave your wallet home?
Because I was rushing out the door.
Okay, good. And how long, Mr. Davidson, did you know the plaintiff before you went shopping for sneakers with her?
I've known her for about a good 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Were you dating?
We was talking. We was like into the commits of being together.
Now, why don't you tell me what happened when you went to the sneaker store?
Okay, so these sneakers came out and...
What do you mean they came out, they danced out by themselves?
No, no, they was released on the date that everybody wanted to get them. So...
Just say they were released on the date that you wanted to get them.
Yes.
Okay, so you went running to the store because you had to see these...
Yes.
No.
I had to see these sneakers. And it was the last pair that was in Rochester, so...
The last pair?
Yes.
In all of Rochester?
Yes, size 11. And I said, I really want these sneakers. And, you know, she like, well, I get them for you as long as you pay me back. So I said, I don't really feel comfortable with that. I probably don't have the money to pay you back. And she was like, well, it's okay. I was like a little iffy about it, like if I should say yes or no.
But you really wanted the sneakers?
Yes, I really wanted the sneakers.
So you took them?
Yes. Not took them, she paid for them.
She paid for them?
Yes.
And that was on what date?
It was June.
In June?
Yes.
Oh, so you've been doing landscaping business up the yin-yang since June in Rochester. It's the only time you can do anything outdoors in Rochester. June, July. Yeah, so you're working.
Yes.
All day, 5 days a week. This would be the time. You're not doing landscaping in February in Rochester.
Right.
So why didn't you pay her back for the sneakers?
Because it was a gift.
Hey, Mr. Davidson.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
It wasn't a gift. You said, I'll pay you back when I have the money.
No, I said I was iffy about it.
I said you were iffy about it. What you said? You want me to play the tape back to you? That's exactly what you said to me. She said, I'll buy them for you if you'll pay me back the money. And you said, I don't know if I want to do it, but it's the last pair in the whole city of Rochester. And I really want them. It's all right. I'll get them for you anyway. You pay me back when you can. And I was sort of iffy. But bottom line is, you're wearing the sneakers.
Right.
$190. Now, what else do you think he owes you for?
He also owes me for the gas he used when I had to give him rides everywhere.
Forget it. What else? Don't waste my time.
He stole my swimsuit, my sweatshirt, my Victoria's Secret sweatshirt out of my car. He stole food out of my car because I'm constantly working, so I have a
Judgment for the
sack of
plaintiff
food.
in the amount of $190. We're done. Thank you.
Parties are excused when they step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
It wasn't true what he said, that I just gave him.
For the shoes, she paid for the shoes.
We made an agreement that he would pay me back on Friday.
You see what she did? You know, she came on and say, I did this, I was going to give her that, but really I didn't.
He lied to me about his name.
Because I didn't want to talk to her anymore.
He lied saying he was going to Winona State with me. That's why we connected.
Oh, apparently that's what it is, you know.
Didn't even graduate high school yet.
That's just to let you know you can't trust any female.
I won't deal with it.
Sullivan, I've read your complaint. According to that complaint, the defendant owes you for a loan that you made to him. A loan
Yes.
in the amount of $3,600.
That's correct.
And you and the defendant were friends. You had met through a mutual friend. According to you, he came to you at some point with a tragic story and his need for money.
Yes.
You want to tell me when that was?
September 24th, 2015.
How long had you known him?
About a year plus a few months.
Did he come to your house or did he call you on the phone?
He had called me. We had met, and
Where did you meet?
we met at his house.
This is
first.
untrue, Your Honor.
I don't want to hear you. There's no issue with regard to whether she gave you the money. You acknowledge she gave you the $3,600.
No.
Oh, yes, you did in your answer. You absolutely did. There's no question that you acknowledge that she gave you $3,600, but there's no issue that she gave you the money.
Okay. The first moment that Jay explained to me was at his home. I was sitting on his couch next to him. He was hysterically crying. He said that his home was going to be foreclosed on, that he would be losing his home. I knew that, in fact, there was a 6-year-old, I believe it's a nephew, that is living with them, that him and his wife take care of a child. I felt extremely bad and was very worried and concerned about the situation and agreed to lend him the money. However, he agreed to get it back to me in a very timely fashion. He showed me the business card.
Okay, did you give him a check?
I gave him $2,500 cash. I gave him a check for $825 on September 24th.
That's an odd figure. You want to explain why?
He had trouble. He said, I believe he has a car payment roughly of $400 a month. I'm not positive, but he needed a check to deposit. He had no money in his bank. He was fearful that he couldn't cash a check that large. I happened to keep cash in my safe because of emergencies. I went to Hurricane Katrina, realized cash is king.
Okay. Do you have a copy of that check?
I do.
I'd like to see it.
Your Honor, may I also tell you some other evidence that I have?
About the money, the
Yeah.
cash itself?
Yes. Because of the large amount of cash, I said that I would need some kind of collateral. I had him sign over his pickup truck to me. And
I'd like to see that.
I did not, I just put a nominal fee of $1,500 on it because it's worth so much more that if I was going to get the truck, I would make out better in the deal.
I don't know.
Well,
Just let me
anyway,
see.
here is the checks, and here is his signature. He signed it gladly when the cash was in his face. Here you go.
Money that you want to show me.
I just have a very messy checkbook register, and I can...
I see the $850.
Well, it's just that I write down notes. I put $2,500 cash to Jay. I had avoided a check at one point because I...
No, not necessary.
And also, just so you were aware, I gave him quite a bit of time to come up with the money.
Just a second.
And I was very...
Just a second.
Just...
I have a question. I know you have a drill.
Okay, sure.
I have a question. Did he ever repay any part of that money?
A total of $120.
When did he pay the $120?
When I was to pick up the pickup truck about 3 to 4 weeks ago.
This is untrue, Your Honor.
When you threatened to go and pick up his pickup
Yes.
truck?
I have retained an attorney in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Okay, so then he gave you one payment of $120. Payment of $120. You do not.
He has it, but I don't.
Was there anyone present when he gave you that $120 4 weeks ago?
No, there was not.
How was it communicated to him that you were going to pick up his truck?
Verbally by me and from the Candia Police Department. I have gone to the police department over 5 times. I do have statements from the chief, and...
Is that a police report or
Yes.
just is a police report?
Yes.
I'd like to see it.
There's a couple of reports from the chief because
Don't
the
tell me
first
because.
time...
Don't tell me because.
Oh,
If
no,
you
well, I'm
admit-
just saying the dates. The original was in November.
Just a second.
Okay, there you go.
Well, this is an email.
Well, if you look
From
behind it...
Shh. This is, if you could return that to her, please. Okay. Now I have 2 different stories that you told the police. So now I'm going to go to Mr. Spaulding. It is clear, Mr. Spaulding.
Your Honor.
It is also clear to me, based upon the police report, which includes statements from you, that you believe that you owe her some money.
I don't think I owe her at this time now.
Well, that's incorrect, based upon what you told the police.
I never went to see the police at all. I never was down there.
You told the police,
This is all
police chief, and you called him.
Who?
You called him.
He called me.
Oh, well, great. Perfect. See? Always step on your own tie. Now, you had a conversation with him, and you assured him that you were going to start to pay her $100 a month.
Absolutely.
Now, how much did you pay her?
Well, on some of the occasions...
Well is not an answer. I have a date on this.
Okay.
How much did you pay her?
On all right here, I've tried to pay her numerous times. I've had my occasions. What you're not hearing is the full truth. I did work for this lady.
She absolutely said that to the police the first time, which she didn't tell me.
Right.
She said she fronted you some money, and she fronted you some money to do work for her because you were...
Yes.
You were complaining that you were going to lose your house.
That is untrue.
Okay.
I never went to her and complained that I was going to lose my house.
Listen to me, sir. How old are you?
59 years old.
I'm older. I have plenty of places where I have workmen work for me.
Yes.
People that I know and trust who have companies. Not people who are going to carry wood from the back to the front of the house like you allege you
do
did.
more than that.
Pay attention. They never get paid up front. They get paid when the job is done. Now, they may get a certain amount of money if it's a huge job, if they're redoing a kitchen, if they're moving my house back 4 feet. They may get a startup money and then bill during the next 30 days. But they don't be a reason that she gave you this money up front. She tells me a perfectly cogent reason. Now I'm waiting for yours, why she gave you the money up front.
It was a down payment of $800. I have it right here on one of her receipts.
It was a down payment of what, $800 for what?
For work to be done at her home.
Just a second. I'm asking you a question.
And I did some work.
No, just a second. I'm asking you a
Go ahead,
question.
Joe.
Paying them up front for that work unless there was a reason. She gave me a cogent reason. I'm waiting for your reason. And if you tell me she paid me up front again because I was going to do some work for her.
Judge Judy continued. Sullivan says her former friend, James Spaulding, owes for unpaid loans.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, it was a down payment.
It was a down payment.
Yes, and I did work there at her home,
Okay,
several
well,
different jobs.
Just a second. Now, you're 59 years old, and what do you do for a living?
Handyman.
Who do you work for?
Just myself.
Have you always worked just for yourself?
No.
When was the last time you had a full-time
It was in
job?
2000s, early 2000s.
Okay. Do you receive any sort of disability?
No. Yes.
Do you receive any sort of disability? That's either yes or no.
No.
No. Well, I want to know who the last person was that you worked for and how much you made.
I can't tell you that right now. I'm a little confused. I'm a little nervous. And
I'll let you sit down, sir. Get unconfused and get unnervous.
But, you know, I just want to clarify something with you, Your Honor.
No, I want an answer to my question. And you can sit down until you figure out who the last person you worked for.
I can't.
Listen, if you...
I can't tell you any part about my side of my defense then.
I asked you for a living as a handyman.
Various people. I don't have names and addresses, ma'am, in front of me.
Not various people. I don't want
I'm just telling you,
various names. I said I want the last person.
I don't really recall the last
And it
person.
couldn't have been within the last month.
Yeah, there was work before her. I just can't think of who they were right now. You know, I didn't bring this evidence with me. Didn't think I'd be happy to have this, Your Honor. That's all.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $3,600. We're done.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I'm very pleased with her decision.
I feel that this was not treated in my fairness at all.
There's no reason someone would sign their car over for nothing.
I gave that to her as something with my name on it and told her that this truck had a lien on it, that it couldn't be taken.
I'm not going to lend any money to anybody.
She said it.
Parties in the matter of Dickerson versus Falls. Step forward.
Robbie Dickerson is suing his sister, Shalonda Falls, for unpaid traffic tickets.
Mr. Dickerson, you bought a car, put it in your sister's name. This is your sister.
Yes, miss.
Who paid for the car?
I did.
If you paid for the car, were you making a gift to your sister of the car?
Yes.
And why were you making a gift to your sister of the car?
So my dad can be, so that's what I was doing.
Well, but the car is kept in your name, so if you were making a gift to your sister, why didn't you give her the car and put the car in her name?
Well, she wasn't around at the time.
What do you mean she wasn't around?
She wasn't around at the time when I went and purchased the vehicle.
Oh, that's okay.
So I just went on and put it into my name at the time, and then when we found her, then we was going to do the transfer and switch everything into her name when we found her.
You think I'm buying this story? I'm not buying the story at all, so far.
Judge Judy continues. His sister, Shalonda Falls, owes for traffic tickets. Shalonda is countersuing for a false CPS report.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I bought the vehicle.
Oh, I know you bought the vehicle, and the vehicle is in your name.
Correct.
And she drives the vehicle, and she got parking tickets
Correct.
when she got the car. Okay, you want the car back?
No, miss.
Well, because this car is still in your name, right?
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So you just get a marshal and you go and get the car.
Correct.
If it's your car.
Correct.
But your sister's going to tell me another reason that you didn't put the car in your sister's name. Do you have a driver's license?
I have a driver's license.
Why didn't he put the car in your name?
Because it's his car. He's not trying to give it to me.
Oh,
Right.
you were driving the car.
Yes, I'll show for my dad.
Good.
now.
And you got tickets.
Yes, I
While
did.
you were driving.
I got one ticket.
You got a ticket, so you have to pay for it.
Right.
Right. Why didn't you pay for it?
I went to court for that ticket. It's right here. I got proof. It got thrown out.
It got thrown out.
It got thrown out.
I'd like to see it, because that's his
No.
lawsuit. February 9th, 2015, cell phone use while driving. Is that the ticket?
No,
that-
miss.
Very good. So if that's not the ticket that
That's
you're
the only
talking
ticket
about,
that I
this
got.
was a cell phone use and motor vehicle
Here's
without
all the tickets
operated
in
without
collection.
insurance was dismissed.
This is Alliance 1 with the collections, and then the tickets are right here. So sorry.
Great.
This is all the information for the tickets.
Can I say something?
Nope.
Okay.
All these different tickets.
Right. Them are not mine. Everybody else drive that truck. His twin brother, my daughter, everybody has drove that truck, and so that's not my
Well,
tickets.
just a second. Just a second. Hold on. So other people use the vehicle.
Yes, correct.
Okay. I am going to suggest to you, Mr. Dickerson, that unless you could prove to me that she has sole custody of this and nobody else is permitted to drive it since the car is in your name, and what she says is...
These tickets are photo enhancement tickets. Our officer is not there present at all
Oh, do you have her driving?
to take pictures of them.
Oh, you have... Do you...
The vehicle at the time. My dad can't drive. He else had
No, that's
one
not what
foot.
she's saying. She's not saying your dad drives. She says that there are other people that drive.
There's
there
no
are
other people that live in the home. That's a lie, Your Honor.
They don't have to live in the home to
Right.
drive the car.
You-
They don't, what I'm going to suggest to you is take the car back. Do you understand? What kind of car did you buy?
It was a 99 Chevrolet Tahoe.
Great. And you still drive it?
No, I have my own vehicle.
Just where is the car now?
The vehicle is still at the house where she lives at.
Get it?
It's out of my name.
Well-
My dad's name and her at the time when the tickets was
Oh,
present.
just a second. So at the time that these...
Yes, miss. They was already out of my name.
So it's out of your name?
Yeah.
And it never
Great.
was in my name.
Great.
Yeah, but they're coming back
Great.
into me. So I'm like,
Okay. You have a counterclaim that he filed false child protective
Yes.
services
Yes.
against you? I got 30 seconds before... Go ahead.
Okay, well, these are all the officers that I took cards for coming to my house every night, waking me and my children up, stating they had to check on my kids because I was falsely neglecting my kids. He was the CPS worker. I have proof that the case is closed.
Just a second. All I want to know is what proof do you have?
Okay, well, he did this because of the ticket.
Shh, just a second.
Okay.
First thing you have to show me is proof that he called Child Protective Services.
Well, I don't have proof that he did it.
Well, that's all I need. That's what I need for your counterclaim. Proof that he called Child Protective Services. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $498 for the tickets. Counterclaim is dismissed.
Thank you,
this is
Your Honor.
lunch. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
Ridiculous because his family
I'm happy that I received my justice.
is hurting me because we're not close like we used to, and I would never do that to them.
I still love my sister, and my family's gonna always be family.
I just hope that it's all over and we just get close back like we was and just move on.
She know I love her.
Now, the next case.
All parties in the matter of 2 versus Swanson. Step forward.
Aaron 2 is suing his ex-girlfriend, Christina Swanson, for unpaid loans and the return of his belongings.
Mr. Two, it is your claim that the defendant, who was a short-term girlfriend of yours, owes you for a small loan. In addition to the loan, she has 2 items of yours. One is a barbecue grill and the other is a laptop. Ms. Swanson says that there was never a loan and that the 2 items that you referred to were gifts from you to her. The grill you bought for $20 at some, I don't know, garage sale, and the laptop was a used laptop that you gave her to use, which she is still using, along with her son. That's the case. And stalking. By the way, do you have a police report for that stalking?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Judge Judy continues in Christina Swanson owes for loans and the return of belongings. Christina is countersuing for stalking and harassment.
Okay, Mr. Two, you met Ms. Swanson, according to you, on an online dating site, and that was in March of this year. When and why the first loan?
The first loan was a credit card purchase for merchandise that she resells at parties and festivals.
Well, tell me about it. When was it?
This is
No, don't give it to me. I'm asking.
okay. It's 5/10/16.
So May, short while ago. And how much was that for?
$205.63.
And what store was it from?
It's called Flat.com.
So it was bought over the internet?
No, she went in person, but
No, she went in person.
yes, she did.
Did you go with her?
No, I did not.
Did you give her your credit card?
Yes, I did.
Why?
I loved her, and we were in a relationship, and I cared about her well-being.
Right. Good. Next. Next loan. Next loan.
It was not necessarily a loan to begin with.
I understand. Could we move on?
It was $300 that I gave her for savings. That,
Tell me about it.
Like I said, it's $300 I gave her in cash that we were going to save to invest.
When?
May 14th. It's after I bought the property.
You gave her $300 to invest?
It was just to put it away, safekeeping, so that we would be able to invest in property that I purchased, yeah. It was just...
And then?
And
That was
then,
in May.
after she had it for about 3 weeks...
Okay, now we're into June.
Yes, we were
We're in June.
We were in a telephone call, and she had been working, but hadn't received a paycheck.
Just on a telephone call?
Yes, and she...
Where was she living?
And she lives behind the guy's house.
And you were living in your residence?
Yes.
So she called you?
And it kind of went like, she said that she didn't have any groceries. And I said, well, you know, you go ahead and use the money that you have put away for us. You know, when you get paid, go ahead and put the money back.
Good. And?
I mean, that's how the conversation went, you know?
What else?
Oh, you mean the property that I want back? That's it for the loans. I mean...
Go. Keep going.
The Surface, I let her borrow when she was doing resumes and looking for work, and it's not something that I use.
When?
When did I let her borrow it? Like the exact date? It was probably May 10th, May 11th. It's hard for me to have those exact dates because a lot of that stuff was on the computer reference.
So you're telling me that the laptop that you let her borrow was the only laptop, computer, iPad that you own? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's the only one I own. I use my cell phone for...
That's either a yes or a no.
Judge Judy continued. Ex-girlfriend Christina Swanson owes for loans and the return of belongings. Christina is countersuing for stalking and harassment.
Now, do you have a computer at your home?
I have a desktop computer.
That's what I'm asking you.
Okay.
So you have a computer in your home, and you started to say that you use your iPhone for the other things that you don't have to have great memory for. I don't know.
Correct.
I don't use all those things. So in May, you let her borrow your laptop.
Yeah.
When did you purchase the laptop?
It was purchased November 27, 2013, Your Honor.
Grill.
Yes, the grill, even though I did buy it at a yard sale for a very good price, it wasn't in very good condition, and I had to refurbish it. And I took it over to her place because I don't know if you've ever been in a fifth wheel, but...
Listen to me.
Oh, yes.
I'm not interested.
Okay.
I'm not interested. It's over.
It is.
It's over. And the only thing that I have to ask you, Ms. Swanson, is as follows. I couldn't be less interested in the purchase of $205 that you made on his credit card that he gave you.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be less interested in the $300 that he gave you to hold on to, that you said I have to use. Could I use some of that $300? And he said, sure, pay it back when you can. And I don't get started with when can you. That's not what we do here in courts. Any counterclaim for harassment and stalking.
Yes, I do.
Two of the things that he wants, even though they're nonsense, are his grill that he paid nothing for at a yard sale and his laptop. Why don't you just give them back to him?
Well, because he gave them.
No, so what?
Yeah.
If you're really concerned about stalking and harassment, and you know that there are two things, and you know that there are two things that he wants back, why wouldn't you give it to him?
Originally, Your Honor, I did say I would give him the things back after he did follow us, and he did.
Just a second. So why didn't you?
I gave him an opportunity. He never came.
What do you mean?
I sent him, my son sent him a message, on my phone, explaining to him that we could get together on Thursday, he could come and pick his items up with the monitoring of the neighbor.
Can I see that?
He did not, yes, you can.
I have a copy of those, Your Honor.
I'd like to take a look. While she's looking.
This is the text message that my son sent him.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Show up when you were supposed to.
When was I supposed to?
Next week we start at 6, so I'll be off at 4:30. Are you wanting to make the exchange at the sheriff's station? That works for me. If it would be easier, I can pick the things up at your place either way.
Did she respond?
Is there a response?
No, there wasn't.
Okay, your counterclaim for stalking and harassment is dismissed. I will put an order in that you and the company of a marshal may retrieve your grill and your laptop within 5 days of today. Do you understand?
I understand.
We're done.
Step out. Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
Some get clever.
What's the story? Definitely stalking her for my stuff.
He was actually trying to pay for things when I told him I didn't want him to pay for things.
I sent her a message saying, hey, we're over. Let me get my things back. You'll never have to see me again.
He bought stuff when I said I didn't want it. My son even was there numerous times when I said, I don't want these things.
And she didn't comply. She threatened me with cops and stalking, and I said, well, I'll tell you what.
I absolutely will take my time to get to know somebody for sure.
If you don't give me a date and a time right now of when you're giving me my...
It was a rush. It was a rush.
I don't know. I think I'm a giving person, and some people are takers.
These items were given to me, and he doesn't deserve them back, to be honest with you.
We were fighting about nonsense, and, you know, she became standoffish. And
because he's aggressive and abusive verbally.
I mean, there's plenty of trips that I paid for and meals and everything I paid for that, you know, she wasn't appreciative for.
And he shouldn't be in a relationship ever until he gets some help.
Get stuff in writing?
I'm just glad he's out of my life. I wanted this to be over with today.
Zach, step forward.
Diana Wright is suing her former friend, Carrie Spitzak, for the value of a car and a false restraining order.
How long have you and the defendant been friends?
Since I think it was 2012 or 13. I'm not positive which year.
And why would she give you a car?
Because I had helped her out a lot. We had both helped each other out. I believe it was the end of 2012 or 13. Like I said, I'm not sure. I would take her son home from work. for her and different things.
Taking a son home from work and giving you a car, two different things. This is what the case is about. You say she gave you a car and then she took it back.
Yes.
And you want the value of the car.
Yes.
She says, yes, I gave her a car. But the deal was she was supposed to maintain the insurance on the car.
Right. That's right.
And she did not maintain the insurance on the car, and she took it back.
That's
She
right.
said when she said when she took it back, it was a disaster.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, so I have just a few questions. She gave you what kind of car and when?
Mercedes ML 320, and it was on April 15th. She had been promising it.
Your Honor,
I don't
may
care
say
whether
something?
she no.
Oh, okay.
You may not.
Thank you.
On April 15th of this year.
Correct.
Okay. And did you ever have the car registered in your name?
I believe that's what I have, because I started the transfer and everything.
Did you ever have the car registered in your name?
Yes, it is now.
It is now.
No, it's not, Your Honor.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Diana Wright says former friend Carrie Spitzak illegally repossessed her car. Carrie is countersuing for money owed and stolen property.
Okay. When did you have it transferred to your name and registered?
April 19th.
Of this year?
Yes.
I'd like to see that.
I believe that's the date she's looking for.
Great. Well, this was a salvaged car.
Yes. Your Honor, I have paperwork that says it's in my name from the police department.
Just a second. And you were driving the car?
No, I was not driving the car. Well, I did when I first took it away from there, from her house.
On the 15th of April?
Correct.
And on what date did you take the car back?
The 15th of April. I finally got a hold of her that night.
The same day?
Same day she brought it back.
That's not true.
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Just a second.
Called her for
Your
hours.
defense is that she failed to insure the car, which was part of the agreement.
That's right.
So you mean you found out on the same day that you gave it to her that
Yes.
she didn't have insurance?
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Okay. She told me she had insurance, and I thought, I'm going to double up on this insurance, and I'm going to go online, and I'm going to get her second insurance because I didn't want her to get in an accident and me be responsible. Could not insure her because of her credit.
Okay. Well, I don't know that.
Couldn't insure.
Just
So I called her.
Just a second. Do you have any proof of that?
I have just what I wrote up and the emails I gave her.
That's not proof.
Your
Just
Honor,
a second. At some point, she called you about insurance.
Yes.
I would like to see proof of insurance that you had insurance on April 19th, which is the day that you told me you registered it. In order to register a car, you have to have insurance.
Right.
Show me that you had insurance on April 19th. That's easy.
Okay, I did not have insurance on the April 19th. And the agreement wasn't about insurance when I got it on the 15th.
Yes, it was.
I had told her that I could add it to my previous insurance that I already had for my car.
Well,
and she didn't want me to do that.
Just a second. You had a car at the time she gave you this car?
Yes.
Well, show me proof of insurance on any car.
Oh, I didn't know I needed insurance things
Your
on my
Honor,
phone.
may I say something? I felt, she told me she had cancer and she was dying and she was my caregiver when I came home from the hospital, so I felt sorry for her because...
Listen to me, I'm not interested in your story.
But I let her have the car.
I'm not interested in your story.
May I show you the thing with the police?
I'm not interested
That's
in your
my name?
story yet.
Okay, thank you.
I read your answer. Your answer said, I gave her the car.
Right.
The condition was that she would have insurance.
Right.
And if you gave her the car and the condition was insurance, then you had no right to take the car back.
But then she abandoned it and the police called me and told me to come and get it.
I did not.
That's how I got it back.
What sense?
The car that I have.
You have a car insurance policy for $39.65?
Yes.
Does anybody pay
I have an excellent driving
for
record.
insurance?
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Now, policy ending in 1851 will cancel on June 11th unless $39.65 is paid.
Correct.
Next one, your policy $39.60 in 1851 was unsuccessful.
Oh, okay, then I'll find the other one because I did make it right.
Fine.
Before it ended.
Fine. Did you invest? Shh.
Again.
Did you invest any money in this car? The answer is no, zero.
Yes.
Shh. You couldn't have invested any money in it, madam, because you only had it for an hour.
I did not have it for an hour. I had it for
4
a month.
days.
And no.
From the 14th.
A little over a month.
She came back and stole it.
She had the car towed away.
And then you went and took it back?
She abandoned
Where is the car now?
It's gone because of her.
Just a second. Where is the car now?
It's been towed.
Okay, good. So this is what you had. You invested no money. Somebody gave you an almost gift that fell through. Quiet. You gave away something that you no longer wanted to a friend, which means that you divested yourself for the... Your claim is... And your counterclaim is dismissed. I'm not awarding either one of you $5,000 on a salvaged car. Goodbye.
Judge Steve, step out. Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
I felt sorry for her. So she had a car to sleep in because she was homeless.
She gave me the car, and then she turned around and filed a police report saying that I stole it.
I won't help people anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
I can't trust her.
Is your claim that the defendant, who used to be your girlfriend, damaged your front door in an incident that occurred when?
Yes, ma'am. On March the 1st, early morning March.
What time?
Around 1 o'clock.
How long hadn't you been a couple?
Around 6 months around that time.
Did you ever live together?
No, not live together. She stayed a couple nights here and there, but not officially living together.
And the relationship terminated when?
On the 1st, actually.
1st of?
Of March. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you said it was over 6 months before.
Oh, no, we were in a relationship up until that time.
For 6 months?
Yes, ma'am.
So the relationship terminated on March the 1st?
Yes, ma'am.
And this incident happened on March the 1st?
Yes, ma'am.
So it happened during the day?
The day before, on February 29th, we got into a big argument. And that night, I told her that I didn't want to see her again, and I would give her...
Where did that happen?
That was, I didn't want to see her again, and I sent her a text saying that I can meet her and give her her stuff, and if she came back over to my house, that I would call the cops.
So what you did was tell her, if I'm getting this right, you would meet her someplace else?
Yes, ma'am.
To give her things. What things did you have?
I had her laptop, and maybe she left some clothes over there.
Do you have that text?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to take a look at it. How do you make this go up and down?
Ma'am, it was just a screenshot.
Why?
Well, it was only pertaining to that time in question that she never responded back.
You say in the last part of this text that if you ever show up here again, I will call the police. You want to tell me why you made that statement to her?
Well, Alexis, sometimes, so I just didn't want any trouble, so instead I just wanted to meet her in a neutral place. And
no, I understand that.
Yes.
But you used the word again.
Well,
if you come over here again.
Right.
Had she come over there and created a scene before?
Yes, she has before, but not in reference to this situation. This time, we had got into the confrontation originally at my house, and then it just continued from there.
From there to what?
From when she left, she was at home, and we were texting each other back and forth, or, you know, talking to each other on the phone. So I just didn't want her to come back to my house again.
Well, that's why I would have liked to have seen the texting back and forth, not just a screenshot. Do you have the texting back and forth, Ms. Powers?
No, ma'am. I don't have the text messages back and forth because my phone was off when he sent that message, and he knows it. So there are no response to those texts. I didn't have a working phone, and the phone I had before we got here was destroyed, so I don't have that.
You know, everybody comes here. It's really so odd. Byrd, I have these cellular phones, these phones. Mm-hmm. And while I have replaced them periodically, like once every 7 or 8 years, you know how many people stand there and say, my phone got destroyed, it was run over by a truck, it fell in the lake, I would have had the evidence, I would have had the evidence. You know, how old are you?
23.
Your phone is never off.
Oh, no, ma'am.
Oh, no, your phone is never off. I have a whole bunch of 23-year-old grandchildren. Their phone is their appendage. They would sooner lose a limb than turn their phone off. Okay, so she came over to your house the morning of the 1st of March,
yes,
1 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
And what happened?
Well, I heard a loud banging on my bedroom window, and it sounded like somebody was going to break in. And I heard my daughter scream, so the first thing I did was grab the weapon, and I went to the window, and when I went to the window, I saw that it was Alexis, and I told her that I was going to call the cops. She came around to the front door, and she still kept banging, like trying to come in, but I felt like she was going to kick the door off the hinges, and that's almost what happened. My brother here, he lives with me, and he can witness that. We had to hold the door so she wouldn't kick it off the hinges while I was on the phone with the dispatch.
You have photographs of the door?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to see them. Did the police arrive?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a report?
I have an incident report.
Yes, I'd like to see them. caller arguing with a female trying to break a window and kick the door down. Do you own this house, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how long did you have your phone off?
My phone was off for about a week or so.
Okay. So now I'd like you to tell me your phone was off for a week.
Yes.
I'd like you to tell me how you communicated with him that you were coming over at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Because I lived with him.
No. You didn't live with him
Yes, I
then.
did.
That night?
Yes, I did.
That night?
Yes, I did.
Not according to your answer.
According to his answer?
According to your answer. You didn't say that you lived with him. You said, I communicated to him that I would be coming over after work to get my laptop.
We had that communication, that discussion in person in his house when I woke up with him in that morning.
So tell me about this argument.
We got in an argument.
Wait just a second. When did you get into the argument?
That caused the altercation?
No. You woke up, according to you, you woke up together the morning of the 29th of February. And you had a discussion with him when you woke up in the morning that you would be coming back after work to get your laptop.
Correct.
So something happened because, let me read your answer again, now with this new twist on it, that nothing happened. We communicated that I would get my computer the night of February 29th after I got home from my catching a bus to Miami the next morning to move myself and my 1-year-old child. I got a ride to his house after work.
I was not mobile. Yes, ma'am. I had to get a ride to get over to his place.
What were you leaving for Miami for?
Because me and Myron broke up.
Okay.
And I was ready
well,
to
now
leave.
I want you to tell me when you and Myron broke up.
Me and Myron originally broke up January 1st. We've been on and off ever since then. I was still staying in that house months after. I didn't have nowhere to go, and he housed me and my daughter.
That's not true.
So now you woke up together on the 29th. And
I left. He went to work. I left the house. I went to Nolanville. I went to gather the rest of my things, put things in storage, get ready for the
just a second. You went to where?
I went home. I went to Nolanville, where my parents stay.
You went home to where your things were to put in storage.
To my parents' house to put them in storage to get ready for my trip.
House to put your things in storage. And
then I went to work later on that evening.
Where did you go to work? And what time did you go to work?
I went to work around 10 o'clock at a bar.
You started work at 10 o'clock?
Yes.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Oh, this is getting to be a good story as you're going along.
Yes. So
you think this is going to be easy? You see, if you have the truth here, you don't trip yourself up.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And Byron Fulford says ex-girlfriend Alexis Powers damaged his front door when she attempted to break it down.
Okay, so you have a very good job. You got to your job at 10, and you were at Myron's house at 1. So you worked for how long?
For a few hours. It's a bar. It's a club, bar, drinks. You go work your shift and leave.
So your shift was 2 hours?
It was just about. I left. Yes.
No, your shift was had to be about 2 hours. At his house by 1, so you have a 2-hour shift.
Well, yes, ma'am. It's a short shift. It's
and?
just there. And after I left my shift, I got a ride. I came to his house. I knocked on his window because it was early in the morning. Everybody was asleep. He woke up. He immediately started yelling. He called the cops. I ran around to knock on the door to see if he would let me in. I asked through the door, could I have my belongings, if I could get my laptop. If you were to open the door, you would be able to see it right there. He refused. He would not give me.
So what you're telling me is what you want me to believe, Miss Powers, that your on-again, off-again relationship terminated to an off relationship without incident after you woke up in bed together on February 29th. You went to collect your things, put them in storage at the house where you were living.
No, I was living with him. I put it at my parents' house. My parents stay there. I don't live there.
Just a second. When you left in the morning, how did you leave?
I got a ride. I walked up the street to the South Station and I caught a ride to Nolanville.
Okay, so that what you didn't have in his house was anything other than your
toothbrush. My daughter's toys and things are still there.
Yeah. Okay, can I see the estimate for the door, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, the cost of these two things together are more than what you're asking for. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $600. We're finished. Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I am outraged outraged. This is so upsetting.
I'm happy that justice was served and I don't have to deal with her anymore.
I didn't even kick the door.
She's always been crazy. That's why we had this on and off relationship.
You tried to shoot me, but it's okay.
She's so unpredictable. I just wanted to have the gun just in case.
No more relationships.
All parties in the matter of Mills versus Parker. Step forward.
Tyreen Mills is suing his former roommate, Jackie Parker, for the return of rent and property.
Mr. Mills, you rented a room from Mr. Parker.
Yes.
Is that in a townhome, an apartment?
It was an apartment.
How big was the apartment?
It was a 2-bedroom apartment.
How long had you lived there, sir?
Almost 7 months.
Did you have a roommate when you first moved in?
No, ma'am.
Did you ever have a roommate?
No, ma'am.
So Mr. Mills was your first roommate?
Yes, ma'am.
And when did you move in, Mr. Mills?
I moved in. I gave him money on the 26th of June.
How much money did you
give him?
him?
I gave him $700. It was $500 for the rent, $200 for the deposit. The 26th, I gave him that.
26, you gave him money.
Nice.
You don't deny he gave you that money.
Yes, ma'am.
I gave him the money. He gave me the keys the 26th. Later that day, the 27th, I moved my things in.
Now, the lawsuit wants the return of all the money that you gave him.
Yes.
And the value of certain property that you said Mr. Parker took from you.
Yes.
And the fact that he illegally evicted you.
Yes.
Mr. Parker said he doesn't specifically address the illegal eviction, even though he changed the locks shortly after you moved in. He said that you were kind of messy. Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Judge Judy continues. Tyreen Mills says former roommate Jackie Parker locked him out of their apartment. He is suing for the return of rent and property. Jackie is countersuing for loss of property, threats, and assault.
Now, on what dates did you change the locks?
July 1st.
Now, the rent that he paid you, the $700, that
Of June, July. Yes, ma'am.
it was for July.
Yes,
He moved in on the 27th, so it was for July. Now, on what basis, sir, did you change the locks, thereby constructively evicting him from the premises?
It was because of a safety reason.
Let me hear.
As soon as he moved in, actually it was the 24th when I met with him, and then he brought the money over on the 26th, which I gave him the rent. It was getting pretty late, and I play sports on the weekend, so I told him, well, we can meet on, I bring the lease agreement.
Just give me...
Okay.
You changed the locks on him, thereby constructively evicting him, even though he had paid his rent. I asked you why.
Okay.
And you said safety reasons.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
He became pretty aggressive after the second day that he moved in, which was on a Tuesday.
How aggressive?
I was trying to get the lease agreement signed with him, and then I'm a nurse and I work pretty late, so I was kind of tired. I said, well, let's just do it on Wednesday. And so he started yelling at me on Tuesday when I got home. He said, you got me coming home early just to meet you. And I said, and I was trying to be sympathetic and apologize, and he just kept going on. It was
just a minute. You mean you told him to come home?
When he gets home from work. I didn't know he took off from work early.
We're missing a beat here, Mr. Parker.
Okay.
You wanted him to sign a lease.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you make a time with him?
No.
Did you make a time? Did he make a time with you? No, he did not. Okay, so what time did you get home?
I think I got home around 7:30, because I skipped my class. I came about 7:30, I think it was.
In the evening?
Yes, ma'am.
And this was on the 20...
Yes, that Monday.
I don't know. So you have to give me the date. Yes. What date?
It was the 28th. I have
28th.
I have it on the lease that we signed. It says the date that we signed it.
28th. Okay, so it was the day after he moved in.
Okay.
On the 28th. So go ahead.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. It was just, then he just began to be very aggressive. And then after we signed the lease, we talked about the rules of the house. I told him no smoking, no loud music. And if you have company to come over, please be there to respect.
Is all of that in the lease?
No, we actually verbally talked about that.
You can't, listen to me carefully. You can't have him sign the lease and then tell him what the rules are.
Oh, no, it was before. It was before.
Oh, that's not what... Just a second. That's not what you said. Put your hand down.
I'm sorry.
Judge Judy continued rent and property. Jackie is countersuing for loss of property, threats, and assault.
Now, even if it's before, if it's not contained in the lease, it's not part of the agreement.
Yes, ma'am.
No smoking, no loud music, no cooking in the kitchen, big meals, because I see that was an issue. Anything that's not contained in the four corners of your written contract doesn't exist.
Yes, ma'am.
As far as your relationship with him goes as landlord and tenant. Now, I want you to tell me what he did that inspired you to change the locks.
Well, that following Wednesday, I was in the kitchen getting ready to clean the kitchen, wash dishes, He became very aggressive toward me, started walking toward me.
Aggressive is, you tell me exactly what he did.
He started cursing me out, and then because I didn't, it all came over from that Tuesday when I didn't come and talk to him. And so after we had signed the lease, seemed like everything just did a 180. And his behavior toward me and like slamming the doors. And I smelled smoke in the house. And I asked him, I said, are you smoking in my house? He said, no. And I said, okay. Then I told him to lock the doors. I came home 2 nights in a row. My doors was unlocked. And he was nowhere to be found, so I knocked on the door. Then when I knocked on his door, I said, please, Tyrene, lock my doors. And then he started yelling at me. So I turned around, I walked away. I went in my room and locked the door. And so then after that, then on Thursday, everything he just started coming at me and just like verbally attacking me. And then
Okay,
I had to call the police.
You have to return all of his money to Mr. Parker. $700.
Okay.
Okay, you should have returned it before. You should have returned all his money. You locked him out July 1st. He had locks changed back. Now you had a locks...
I'm sorry.
You had a locksmith come in and change the locks back? You never did?
No.
Okay, so when he locked you out, you stayed out?
I stayed out. I'm homeless right now.
Just a second. When he changed the locks, you did not change them back?
No.
Okay. You have any proof that he changed the locks back?
Yes, I paid for 2 locksmiths to come out. On Friday, then when I got home, I saw the locks. I have a countersuit against him. Because he broke into my home. He's took both TVs out of both rooms, my air conditioner, everything.
Just a second. I know you have a countersuit.
Yes, ma'am.
And you say that he broke into your house.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, what proof do you have that he broke into your house?
I have the police report. My locks, like both locks on my screen door was unlocked.
All I want to know is what proof you have that he did that.
I live alone. He's the only one in my home with keys to my home. He came in. He had my neighbor saw him when he pulled in there because she knew he was there.
Listen to me. Your neighbor's not here. You can't get the police report.
Yes, ma'am. Then he took everything. I have the
He didn't take anything yet until you have a witness that says that he took anything out of your house. You changed the locks. That's all that you know. And then at some point you came home and you found your house broken into.
Yes, ma'am.
And property missing.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I have text messages also where I asked him to bring it back, and he was telling me to keep returning his money.
Just a
and
second.
for all the damages.
Just a second.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll take a look at your text messages because this tells me nothing.
And also, I have photographs. Oh, sorry.
Don't give me photographs. I don't need photographs. First, I have to find...
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And follow us on Twitter.
Now, there's no proof, Mr. Parker, that Mr. Mills stole any property from you. You wanted him out. You said, you're smoking in my house. It's not working out. I'm a non-smoker. You're playing in loud noise, everything else. It's not working out, and I'm going to change the locks. And he says, I don't care what you do, just have my money, my $700 that he paid you.
And these are the photographs where I woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning where he was smoking. My house was on fire.
Yeah, I see the photographs of the...
and this is what woke me up at 2 a.m. in the morning.
I don't care if it was 2 a.m. That's what happens when you have a roommate. Don't have a roommate. Live alone. You've been living alone for 7 months. Stay that way. Now, Mr. Mills.
Yes.
What were you smoking?
I was not smoking in his house. When I moved in to that room, he had candles burning, Glad candles, the circle candles. They was on top of the wooden dresser.
You were not smoking?
No.
Okay. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $700. Your counterclaim's dismissed. We're done.
Step out.
Continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
Some get clever.
What's the story? I'm sticking to it.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Others get hostile.
I'm trying to tell you what happened.
Judge Judy gets the last.
28th, I gave him my money.
He became very aggressive, and he was very homophobic. And
30th, he changed the locks. He told me he put my clothes and things on the balcony.
And I just wanted him out of my house, and so it became a safety issue. He's trying to fight me, and
when I went to go receive my clothes and things, they were not there.
I just told him to leave, and then he took all my stuff, robbed my house.
I'm homeless right now. All of my things are still missing.
Now I dialed 911. I called the police.
I know to do a thorough background check before I just move in with somebody.
First thing to do is to live by yourself.
Because I don't know what this guy's problem.
Claimed that the defendant, while riding in his SUV, hit you while you were riding your bike.
That's correct, Your Honor.
This happened on what date?
It was April 15th, around 5:30 p.m.
How many people were you riding with?
I was riding alone. There were others on the trail, but nobody else.
Other cyclists?
Yes.
How many?
I'd say around 5.
Would you go over and show me where you were?
Yes. So I am the blue bicycle. I was coming down to 28th Street. I stopped.
I'm crossing the street.
Yep, I was crossing on the crosswalk here.
Okay, so you were riding your bike.
Yep.
You were crossing the crosswalk. Were you riding the bike on the crosswalk or walking?
I was riding it on the crosswalk.
Okay.
Which is the bike trail here.
Which is the bike trail?
This is the Midtown Greenway, which is the bike trail.
Just it's not for bicyclists, is that?
No, it's actually built for cyclists.
Only for cyclists?
Cyclists and pedestrians, but this is a major bike pathway.
Mr. Eastwood, I know what a bike lane is. That's where your blue bike is.
Right.
I know what a crosswalk is.
Yes.
A crosswalk is for pedestrians. Bicycles may also cross it. But if the lines, and that's your chart, is that right?
Yes.
Well, if there are white lines across there, that is a crosswalk where all cars are supposed to stop for pedestrians.
Correct.
Okay, let's not fudge it.
Okay, yes.
Fine. So you were in the bike path, you left the bike path to cross the street.
Yes.
Fine. And you were riding across the street on your bike rather than walking across the street.
Correct.
Fine. Were there any other bikes crossing the crosswalk at the same time you were?
There were me.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Just a second.
So if I could, may I go into more detail?
I just asked you if there were other bicyclists in the crosswalk.
There were, yes, behind me, yeah.
Behind you, coming from another direction?
I was the first one to go out and they were behind me.
And you knew that how?
Because I could see them when I clipped back into my bike and entered into the street.
What do you mean you clipped back into your bike?
Well, when I came to the stop here, my shoes are clipped into the bike. So I had to unclip, put my foot down, looked
Why?
to stabilize myself, because I'm clipped into the bike.
Yes.
So I'm physically attached to it. So when I came here, I came to a stop and unclipped, checked out the intersection to make sure it was clear, and clipped back in. And when I clipped back in, looking both ways, I noticed that there were other people then entering the intersection.
Go ahead.
So when I first looked at the intersection, the lane closest to myself, there were cars stopped. I waved to the driver to acknowledge my presence and to ensure that he saw
Just tell me what you did.
I went through the intersection. The black SUV was coming down the line, slowed and hit me. As soon as he got out, he stated that he never looked in the direction of where I was coming from and that he was only looking on this side of the traffic for cyclists. Right above the intersection where he hit me, if I may show you the pictures, are huge signs stating that it's state law to stop for bicyclists in the crosswalk.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's a lie.
Listen, you're beginning to annoy me. That's a very bad way to start your case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Yeah. It's a pedestrian crosswalk. And there is a sign that says, stop for pedestrian bikes in crosswalk.
Yes, Your Honor. I also have the state law for bicyclists for what they have to obey by, what the law is.
Okay. And you saying that he was coming, he hit you, his car came into physical contact with your bike. Is that what you're telling me?
That's correct. And I have...
Okay. Now, he got out of the car. Who called the police?
I did.
Okay. Police respond?
Yes.
You have a report?
I do, right here.
I'd like to take a look at it. So I'm reading everything that's in here, and everything that's in here supports what you just told me.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I assume that everything in here is true.
Yes, Your Honor.
The police officer said that you were able to ride your bike home. He noted minor damage, but that you were able to ride your bike home. That you complained that your left elbow was scraped from falling on the pavement. Did you ride your bike home?
No, Your Honor.
Why would the policeman write that you rode your bike home if you didn't ride your bike home?
When the police initially arrived, I was in physical shock.
Just a second. There.
Yes.
Did you depart the scene?
No, I did not.
You stayed. You stayed at the scene.
Yes, I had to get picked up due to physical injuries and injuries to the bike.
Show me your hospital records.
I have photos of my injuries.
Show me your hospital records.
I knew nothing was broken, so I declined EMS services.
Okay. Now I'll hear you. Sir, I've read the police report, and it is clear that, according to the police report, it was an accident. Could have been a lot worse, but you failed to yield to a pedestrian.
He is not a pedestrian.
Yes,
he is. No, he is not. It stipulates in this, the state law for Minnesota bicyclists, they are not a pedestrian. They are considered a motorist. All laws apply to them that apply to a motorist. For instance, may I go over to this chart here?
Absolutely. No, I understand exactly what it is, sir. Now,
it is illegal for bicyclists to ride on sidewalks in Minnesota.
Listen to me. I don't care.
And for him to be able to see...
I don't care.
Fine.
I don't care. He's in a pedestrian crosswalk. When there is a thing in a pedestrian crosswalk other than a vehicle, and the sign is clear...
There is no person on that bicycle. That person has to get off the bicycle to walk it across the street. Then they are considered pedestrian. I have the paper right here. And for him to be able to...
Shh. Where is the law?
It's statute number 169-222.
Point it to what you want me to look at, sir. First of all, it's not the statute. Those are excerpts from the statute. Point to exactly what you want me to look at.
The law is he has to obey all laws.
No. You point to me exactly in that synopsis of the law what it is on a bicycle.
Right, last line.
Okay. Where is he?
This line. And he did not stop for him to buckle his shoes back in and go across the road.
It doesn't say that at all, sir.
It doesn't say it's legal.
It doesn't say that at all, sir. You hit
red lights.
Listen, police officer said you disregarded road markings, you disregarded other traffic signs, and failure to yield right of way. That's what the police officer wrote in his report.
There was no yield sign. There was no tickets issued.
Listen to me. That's what the police officer wrote. Contributing factors to the accident. For him, no improper action. That's what the police officer wrote.
I understand that, but there was no tickets. There was no tickets issued, and both of us were released. And
here, sir, is not culpability. You are culpable, and you have liability. The issue is his damages, which I question, because what you're suing him for is, well, actually, is not so much. $590.76. Let me see the bill for repairs.
May I show you my injuries as well?
No, show me the repair bill.
And, Your Honor, can I say one more thing?
Let me tell you this, Mr. Anderson. You're a very, very lucky man.
Judge Judy continues. Mitchell Eastwood says motorist Brian Anderson was at fault for an accident on the road.
Now, I don't know whether you had insurance on the day of this incident in your SUV. Did you?
It was my sister-in-law's vehicle, and yes, she did. But in Minnesota, it's the state law is no fault. And the officer said we were responsible
don't tell me
for
what the officer said. Did you seek to file a claim with the carrier of his insurance?
Yes, we attempted that.
And what happened?
It would have raised my insurance rate, my deductible.
Point four is that just the damage that was done to his bike. You failed to yield the right of way to what, in my judgment, is a person crossing a crosswalk where you're supposed to yield. The fact that you may not have seen him, that you were not looking, is irrelevant. Fortunately, you weren't going too fast, because if he was going fast, then he would have killed you.
I didn't even hit him.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $500. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I never even hit him.
If you make a mistake, man up.
When I stopped, he had stopped. He tipped over because his feet were locked into the pedals.
The extensive bruising, damage to my bike. It's clearly that he's actually lying.
He did not stop for us.
When Mr. McCaskill were a couple, and you have a 3-year-old child together.
Yes, we do.
I gather from the complaint and answer that you filed that you've tried to maintain somewhat of a civilized relationship with each other, or even going to certain functions together with your daughter. This case is about an incident that occurred at one of those events.
Yes, ma'am.
Where it is your claim that Mr. McCaskill vandalized your car during an argument.
Yes.
His story is quite different. I'm sure he will relate the story to me as he sees it through his lens. When did you two stop living together?
We were never living together. We would just co-parent. We would just sleep over each other's houses, but we wouldn't live together.
When was the last time that happened?
A while ago. It was months ago.
Give me. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Give me a month. That the last time either you stayed over at his house or he stayed over at your house in a co-parenting event. You want to tell me, Mr. McCaskill, She doesn't remember. You want to tell me?
I think
it was April.
My birthday.
So after April, you did not have any co-parenting sleepovers.
No.
But you saw each other on your birthday. That's very interesting. To me, Mr. McCaskill, that's a very interesting thing, that you would select to have a sleepover with Miss Thompson on your birthday if you're no longer together.
I'm not saying we slept together. It was just, that's around the time, my birthday, not the last time we slept with each other yet.
On your birthday?
Yeah, around
This time you saw her.
the day of the incident.
What was that date?
Memorial Day, I believe.
Why don't you tell me your version of what happened?
Well, we had the little picnic, party at the park for Memorial Day barbecue. And
Who went?
Me, Jelani, my daughter, my mom, her brother, my family. Had a nice little barbecue. When it was time to go, she rode with her brother, I drove her car, and I had my daughter. And my daughter rode together, her and her brother rode together.
Okay, so you were driving her car,
Mm-hmm.
and your daughter was in the car that you were driving.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when you finished the barbecue, where were you going?
We headed back to my house. Didn't follow me, but she knew where we were going because we did the picnic in St. Louis. I stay in Illinois.
What was the plan after the picnic if you were going back to your house with your daughter?
Really wasn't no plan I was going to get. We alternate weeks. I keep my daughter for a week. She had her for a week.
So you were going to keep her for the week?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then why were you driving her car?
She was coming back. Her and her brother, they
Because the barbecue.
Yeah, I just drove her car because I guess she didn't want to ride with me. I drove her over there. Me, her, and my daughter rode together over there, but her brother came later on during the party, and she rode back with him.
So you all came together to the Memorial Day party?
Mm-hmm.
From whose house?
I believe it was my house.
So all three of you were in your house on Memorial Day?
Yes, ma'am.
And what time had Miss Thompson gotten to your house on that date, on Memorial Day? Or was she there the night before?
No, she got there I want to say...
Don't look over there, over here.
I'm sorry. I want to say it was like an hour or two before we went out to the Memorial Day barbecue.
Okay, so she came to pick you up?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a car?
No, ma'am.
And was it the intention that you keep your daughter that week and her car?
No, ma'am. I don't keep her car. No.
Just her?
Just
your
my daughter.
Okay. Pick it up from there.
Okay, so we had the barbecue.
You had the barbecue. You were going home. Now you're at your house. The daughter is in your car. She's driving. You're meeting up at your house with her brother.
Yeah, my daughter was still sitting in... Hadn't nobody else made it back to my house yet. So me and my daughter were sitting in her car, and I had my daughter watching TV on my little tablet. When they pulled up, she said I had an attitude about something, like she came to me with an attitude. That's how the whole situation started. We argued a little bit. Like I said, it was my turn to get my daughter. Well, she didn't bring my daughter, like the diapers, the clothes and stuff. None of that was there. You know what I'm saying? So I asked her, could she go get it? She didn't want to.
Okay, so she didn't bring it to your house at all?
No.
You mean clothes?
Clothes, diapers, all that. And that was my issue. I was like, well, I don't have none of this here, so I can't keep her tonight. Either you can go home and get it, or you can just bring her tomorrow with the stuff. That was a problem.
What was the problem? Either leaving her without the stuff or going...
I guess she didn't want to take my daughter back with her. Like, because it was my week, I guess she thought I was trying to push my daughter off on her for the week. Not the case at all. Never have a problem. I kept my daughter anyway that night, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we argued. I put my daughter back in the car because, like I said, didn't have the supplies for her.
Just a minute. So you were taking your daughter out of the car?
Yeah, when they pulled up, I was taking my daughter. I didn't know we were going to argue. I thought we were going to go in the house, you know what I'm saying? Everybody have a little good time.
So you took your daughter out of the car, and you were holding her in your arms?
Yeah.
And then you had this discussion about where's her clothes?
Yeah.
And then you said you put your daughter back in her car.
Yes.
Well, that was the suggestion then that she was going to be going home with her mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then what happened?
That transferred into a whole little problem because, like I said, she thought I was trying to push her off on her or something. We arguing while my daughter's in the car. I noticed that I had left my tablet in the back seat that my daughter was watching. That's when I tried to go back around to the door to get my tablet. She locked the doors. The back windows were down from where I was driving. I started reaching through the back window to try to get my tablet. She rolled up the window on me and started bagging back with me hanging out the window. Got out, she stopped, I got out, never got my tablet.
And meanwhile, this is all happening in front of the 3-year-old?
Yes.
Did you ever get your tablet?
I wound up getting it either the next day or the day after that because I told her I called the police on her.
Okay, so she drove off with the tablet?
Yes, ma'am.
Go.
Okay, so his family invited us to a barbecue.
We're past the barbecue.
So before we even left to the barbecue, the reason why he drove our daughter home, because he had an attitude. I don't know why he had an attitude, but you can just sense he did. So that's why I rode with my brother back to his house, to his mother's house, to continue the barbecue because the food wasn't done yet. Because we got kicked out the park because the park closed at 10. So we get to his house, me and my brother. They pulled up, and we all got out the car. He came back up front, and I asked, my daughter was asking for juice. And I said, she was asking, do they have any juice in the house? And he ignored me. I asked him again. He said, no, we don't. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll leave the baby with you. I'll go up to this grocery store real quick, get her some juice so she can have some for her food. He was sitting there on the porch smoking a cigarette, and out of nowhere, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm like, okay. Like, he just started going off, started calling me out of my name.
I'm not doing what anymore?
I don't know.
Okay.
He literally, out the blue, he was sitting there smoking his cigarette. You can tell on his face he was thinking about something. So, like I said, he just out of nowhere said, I can't do this anymore, and started going off. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I went to my car. I'm in my car, I'm trying to pull off. He put his arm in my car and tried to take the keys out the ignition. So in the event of doing that,
Did he say my iPad is in the car or my tablet?
He didn't say.
Just a second.
Okay.
Was it?
It was. It was. So, yeah, I did find it because it was dark. It was late. It was about 10, 11 o'clock when this happened. Okay. So I didn't see the tablet. So I guess he left the tablet in my car when he was driving. I didn't take it. He's on my ignition, and he's sitting there just yelling at me saying, and just calling me out of my name. So when he was doing all that, he locked the steering wheel. So my brother was trying to tell him to move so he can fix the steering wheel so I can leave. So in the event of him trying to, I'm trying to get out, he keeps closing the thing like this to keeps closing the door so I can't get out the car. And my brother's telling him to move. He wouldn't move. So finally, he went in the house. My brother fixed the steering wheel, and it was just in neutral. So he fixed the steering wheel. So I'm leaving. The baby, she's crying to stay with her dad. So I'm like, okay, you can stay with your dad. So I gave him the diaper bag. No, I didn't have clothes in there, but I don't feel like I should take care of my house and his house. It's your daughter. Get your clothes for her house. So I gave him the diaper bag with a couple of... He came outside. He pulled my gas tank back and tried to put a lit cigarette in there. And so luckily I backed up fast enough for him to he jumped off and I drove away. And so he called me a couple of times. I didn't answer the phone. And he called my brother. Well, my brother was still there. Background screaming and yelling and going off, stuff like that. And my brother asked me, what do you want me to do with the baby? I'm like, it's his week. Just leave her there. He's with her dad. She's safe. And just come home.
So can you tell me why we're here?
He damaged my car and I want him to fix it.
Well, what did he damage on your car?
The gas tank. He scratched the paint on it. And at one point in time, I wasn't even able to bend the tank, put the gas cap back on my car.
But now you can. So show me a picture of the scratched gas tank. Do you work, Mr. McCaskill?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I build freezers. Well, the freezers be outside of gas stations.
And you, Miss Thompson?
I work in retail.
Do you have, other than having this co-parenting arrangement, do you have an arrangement for child support?
No, we do not. I'm currently working on that and trying to get a custody agreement for the two of us.
Well, there are a lot of chips on this car. I suggest go into an auto body shop and you buy a little thing of white touch-up paint. When you finish touching up these little scratch on the gas tank, you touch up the other scratch that's below it. The other scratch that's below it in this. What I don't understand is, you both look like really nice people that had a bad day, and you've been doing this co-parenting for a while, so there must be something nice about the way you still feel about each other. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gone to the barbecue, you wouldn't have taken the baby. You clearly, Miss Thompson, is smart enough to know that if he has custody every other week, you can have a life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I used to say that all the time. Why are you fighting?
No, the only reason why we came up with that is because he wasn't taking her at all. So how that started was I dropped her off one day and left. That's how that started.
Well, that's not so smart, you see.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today, Maloney Thompson says her daughter's father, Carl McCaskill, vandalized her car during an argument.
Now, that's not leave a baby
with her dad?
with someone who doesn't want to keep her. That's what I'm suggesting to you. You can't force somebody to be a parent if they don't want to be a parent. I would rethink that. You're absolutely entitled to a life of your own. But if Mr. McCaskill is immature enough so that he feels as if this is somehow some kind of a burden for him, as he said, you were trying to push her off on me for the week, then I would make certain that a court gets involved in seeing how much and when your daughter spends time with each of her parents. Anyway, I don't see any major damage to the car.
But
I'm awarding you $50. Go buy some white paint. We're done.
I just excuse you. Let's step out.
That's my daughter's mom, you know what I'm saying? Especially with my daughter in the car.
Don't want to talk.
I didn't try to blow her. I wouldn't hurt her at all.
Don't want to talk.
Man, I hope we can get back to the agreement. Like I said, I haven't seen my daughter in like a month now.
Don't want to talk.
I love my daughter. She tried to make it seem like I don't.
18 साल की उम्र में मैंने ठान लिया था अपनी जिंदगी में कोई अफसोस नहीं छोड़ूंगी और उसी दिन मैंने उसे पहली बार देखा और तभी मैंने ठान लिया था प्यार करूंगी भी तो धमाकेदार। सुनो, तुम्हें तीसरी क्लास का रास्ता पता है?
मैं नया हूँ, मुझे तो अभी तक टॉयलेट का रास्ता भी ठीक से नहीं पता।
मैं हूँ माया, तीसरी क्लास की सबसे फेमस लड़की।
मेरा नाम जिनी है।
चलो मैं तुम्हें स्कूल का टूर कराती हूँ।
और उस दिन उसे देखकर मुझे ऐसा लगा जैसे हम दोनों एक दूसरे के लिए ही बने हैं।
ओ भाई, ये क्या लव लेटर?
ना नहीं, मैं तो मैथ्स का फॉर्मूला लिख रही थी।
अच्छा, फिर इसमें दिल वाला इमोजी कैसे आ गया?
अगर तुम में से किसी ने दोबारा इसकी पर्सनल चीजें ली तो तुम लोगों की खैर नहीं।
जिन्हीं तुमने वो लव लेटर सैम के लिए लिखा था ना?
तुम गलत सोच रही हो। उसके बाद मैं छुप छुप कर सैम के साथ कई सारी फोटो लेती हूँ ताकि अपने बच्चों को बता सकूँ कि मैं भी कभी खूबसूरत थी।
कहीं तुम मुझे तो नहीं ढूंढ रही? माया, चलो आज एक प्रॉपर फोटो ले ही लेते हैं।
फिर सैम मेरे कांधे पर हाथ रखकर कहता है, तुम्हें तो फ्यूचर में फोटोज से भी जेलसी होगी क्योंकि तुम हो ही इतनी प्यारी। और इसी तरह मैं और सैम दो जिस्म और एक जान बन जाते हैं।
दोस्तों, क्या आपके स्कूल कॉलेज में
ये लड़का अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड की बातें हमेशा इग्नोर करता था, लेकिन आज उसे धमकी मिली, अगर राशन नहीं लाए तो तुम्हारा जूता सुइसाइड कर लेगा। लड़का भी हंसकर बोला, तो मैं तुम्हारी लिपस्टिक का मर्डर कर दूंगा। गुस्से में लड़की ने जूता छोड़ दिया, लड़के ने भी लिपस्टिक तोड़ दी। लेकिन असली ट्विस्ट तब आया। लड़की ने रस्सी खींचकर जूते को ऊपर उठा लिया। लड़के के पैरों तले जमीन खिसक गई और हाथ कांपने लगे। तो बताइए, ये प्यार था, प्रैंक था या खतरनाक गेम? ये लड़का गाड़ी रोककर आराम से कॉफी पी रहा था, तभी लड़की आती है और जानबूझकर उसके जूते गंदे कर देती है। लड़का गुस्से में कॉफी उस पर फेंक देता है। लड़की भी पीछे हटने वाली कहाँ थी, मिल्क शेक मुंह में भर लिया। जैसे ही फेंकने वाली थी, लड़के ने झट से हेलमेट का शीशा नीचे कर दिया। लड़की गुस्से से नीचे उतरती, उसने पानी का कुल्ला किया, लेकिन गलती से अपनी ही दोस्त पर फेंक दिया। लड़के की हंसी छूट गई और सब। ये लड़का आराम से बैठा था, हाथ में पोटैटो चिप्स लिए। गर्लफ्रेंड आई और बोली, थोड़े मुझे भी दो। लेकिन लड़के को शेयर करने का मन नहीं था। उसने पहले चिप्स को जीभ से चाटा, फिर अपने बगल में रगड़ा और वापस पैकेट में डाल दिया। आखिरकार उसने एक चिप्स गर्लफ्रेंड को दिया, पर लड़की भी चालाक निकली। उसने भी चिप्स चाटा और पैकेट में डाल दिया। मजा तो तब आया जब लड़के ने पूरा पैकेट उलट दिया और उसमें से निकला सिर्फ वही एक चिप्स जो लड़क ने चाटा था। लड़की का मुंह खुला का खुला रह गया। सोचो, अगर तुम्हारे आसपास की हर चीज अचानक छोटी हो जाए तो जिंदगी कैसी लगेगी। ये लड़की जैसे ही बाजार पहुंची, उसे सब कुछ अजीब लगने लगा। साथ वाला शख्स उसे छाता देता है, पर वो उसके सिर तक ढक ही नहीं पाता। उसने एक घड़ी खरीदी, इतनी बड़ी कि उठाना भी मुश्किल। आखिरकार उसे गाड़ी में लाद कर ले जानी पड़ी। लेकिन असली झटका तो तब लगा जब घड़ी को रखने के लिए ट्रे लाई गई और वो ट्रे उसके जूते से भी छोटी निकली।